I'm doing mine on esports. Esports is electronic sports and it is competitive gaming. We will be doing this on NBA 2K, Men, FIFA, and MLB The Show. Esports is played worldwide in person and in real life events. It is played worldwide, like I just said, and for everyone can compete and get into it. Advancing in the sports world is hard at all sports, but especially in esports. You have to be really good at the game, have enough money, and stream on Twitch or on YouTube. Ways to get into it are competing in these tournaments. Some competitions you can compete in are the Madden Championship League, where you're in a tournament of Madden Ultimate Team and try to win the tournament. This is also in NBA 2K, FIFA, and MLB The Show. There's no single body or organization that governs it. It is governed by any tournament. Esports is their own separated entity. NBA 2K League is governed by the NBA 2K League. Madden Championship League is governed by them. The skill gap in esports is the same as most sports, amateur and professional level, and is more commonly played for the amateur level. Esports is big, but the personalities in it are not. The biggest personalities in esports are people who tend not to even compete in esports and tend to just play the video game on YouTube, like King of the Fourth Quarter, Chris Move, and MMG. Gender esports is also an interesting thing because it can be played both by men and women, but it's mostly men due to interest in the sport. There's many fans in esports right now. It is the biggest it's ever been in the last decade, but it's seen slight decline since 2020, but the fans can watch it at their home or in-person competitions. Like I alluded to in the past slide, there's the biggest decline for since 2020 because of the fall of popularity for esports for video games. In 2020, there was a worldwide pandemic that many people saw their favorite sport die off, like the NFL, NBA, and MLB, and many others were also canceled. So turning to video games was their only solution to watch sports. So it saw a huge boost in popularity since the pandemic, and since sports came back, esports has been on a decline due to that. So the second biggest issue in esports right now that is dying is video games as a whole. They used to dominate the market on YouTube and in overall sales for video games. Ever since NBA 2K12, the NBA 2K series has not seen above 90 ranking on IGN, which is a video game reviewer. The overall dip in quality is due to the monopoly they have in their own sport, so competitors cannot even compete with them. This is for NBA 2K, Men, and FIFA. No one else, and MLB. No one else has the direct affiliate from the NBA, Men, FIFA, or MLB to make a video game, so it makes these companies not even have to try to innovate, and this has killed sports video games as well. Going to a more positive note, esports is very accessible for anyone due to the fact you don't need to be 6'5", 40 inch vertical, and a 4'5", 40 time to compete. Sports are amazing, but the only way to go professionalism is if you have God-given talent and God-given height/physical abilities. Esports, you just have to be good at the sport, at video games to do it, which is way more accessible than having to be a physical specimen to compete in. Another way access is hard is because it's expensive to play video games. So commercialism is big in every market and it's very important. But video games are very marketable, but professional gaming is not, because parents are scared their kids would not want to play real sports or go into something else. Integrity is important in all areas, and esports is like every other area. Integrity is needed, and they do a very good job of keeping integrity. The future of sports video games is up in the air, but is seen as growing since a wide majority of people play video games, but it could be seen as dying because the level of interest in esports has gone down since sports have came back. Because would you rather watch someone play a video game or play the real sport? I'm pretty sure that's probably an obvious answer for all of us. The prognosis of esports is it's not dying, but it's on the downhill, and it needs to see change from both video game companies and esports to try to make it grow. And these are the ways that esports can try to grow. Is getting into sports betting. Sports betting is very controversial due to the fact it's gambling, and especially in Iowa, very controversial. But you cannot deny the popularity of gambling and sports betting as a whole. So that would also grow esports. Another way would it be to lower the amount of money it is to play video games, and that would just help everyone get into it. And there's always ways that they can get better. Thank you for listening. I appreciate it. In conclusion, esports are not dying, but they needed our help.